there twice was an ugly duckling. That's right, there are two ugly ducklings. There's the one you all know, the fairy tale one by Andersen, but there's also another one written by the creator of Winnie the Pooh, A.A. Milne. However, his ugly duckling has absolutely nothing to do with ducks, no ducks included, and doesn't even involve water. Well, actually, there was a moat mentioned in passing a couple of times, but not even one duck. So, bye-bye, duck. Bye-bye, duck. He probably stole the title because his play is about a princess who, from childhood, had been thought of as ugly, even as a young woman, though probably more out of habit than reality. His play ends with a scheme in place to get her married. In the 1980s, I was active with a musical theater troupe called the Southeastern Savoyards that was dedicated to performing Gilbert and Sullivan's turn of the 20th century operettas. In 1985, a colleague of mine, Jeffrey Whitfield, and I wondered what the play The Ugly Duckling might be like if GNS had made it into an operetta. Most posthumous works we know of today were created by the artists during their lifetimes. Unfortunately, as the play was written after their passing, GNS no longer seemed to have the necessary qualifications, so a posthumous rendition is unlikely to appear. Besides, if Gilbert and Sullivan's Gilbert had taken the story, there would be considerably more complex issues and subplots intertwined to be unraveled in the second act. With that in mind, I managed to create a respectful verisimilitude of a Gilbertian script together with music that fairly competently mimics what might be expected from Sir Arthur Sullivan. Verisimilitude, by the way, is a Gilbertian word spoken by the character Pooh-Bah in the GNS musical, The Mikado. I'm currently residing in China, where the cost of living is considerably less than that of the States. For the months of October, November, December, and January, I could afford to work full-time with a monthly income of just $5,000 per month. In China, that has roughly the equivalent buying power of $10,000. Thus, a total crowdfunding of $20,000 for the 4-month period would allow me to resign my editing position and work full-time on the operetta. So what's in it for you? This work is being produced under the Creative Commons Attribution No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. Translated, that means any and all parts of the product are royalty-free, including when made into for-profit media and used in live productions. All that is legally required is to acknowledge the authorship and obtain permission in writing for any changes that might be made. So you have the assurance that if you have a group or know of a group that might be interested in producing The Ugly Duckling, all necessary materials will be available free of charge on the web page mentioned elsewhere. If nothing else, you have the assurance that you have contributed to a project designed with the intention of enriching others' lives with music. There's a social angle, too, as it gently supports such issues as income and gender equality and the embracing of diversity. How do you get to track its progress? I will be making weekly updates to the webpage www.orphewmusic.org/uglyduckling/uglyduckling.htm. I'm fully transparent, and my contact information is public. In fact, if you happen to visit China, or if you're already here, then, hey, don't be a stranger. Just give me at least 15 minutes notice so that I can clean up my kitchen. See you soon.